EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Low. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Browns.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On first down, Low. Flushed out right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the gun, Low. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Chubb on the counter. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt.
43.
And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Jackson. Flush to his right. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try to draw now with Chubb. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Low. Escaping the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Patrick Queen in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson, he dumps it down to Ingram. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
To throw on 2nd down. Low. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Browns.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This one quickly into the hands of Landry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun. Low. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
behind.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Stepping, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Cleveland.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 27, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
44-yard line.
Jackson on first down. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, low. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And some room to work. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Browns.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Low. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Low. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown.
Touchdown.
David Njoku in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add on to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Okay, on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home because it's coming through loud and clear.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, low. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
The Browns ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
49-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
A gain of 13.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st and 10, low. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
A 6-yard
A gain of 6 there on first.
And 4.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, low. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Operating from the gun, low. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Lamar Jackson.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
The ball carrier.
They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
1st down and goal to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Justin Tucker lining up for
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide that they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And again, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. Looking to throw. Low. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick 6. But look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, how aggressive will they be on this drive? Time to find out. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's second down.
At the 35-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, low. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And the Browns first
Some
down.
good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down. Low. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Low. And incomplete on the deep ball. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Raven. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram with time running out. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. And the lead is up to 5.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 27. Browns.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Browns drive about to get started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Intended for Austin Hooper. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Low. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 20 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really